Hello again. This week for Sourcefed Movie Club, we are reviewing The Gray from 2011, directed by Joe Carnahan. He did Narc, which was awesome, and The A-Team, which sucked. Which direction will this movie go? You find out after the jump cut. And I fell asleep. But we're going to try to continue watching this again. We're at the 40-minute mark. Somebody just got eaten by wolves. Random white guy number 5. So, we're going to continue. So, this movie is about a plane crash. Bunch of oil workers are on a plane and there's only 7 survivors. These people's names don't mean anything. So instead, I'll be calling them by their very few distinguishing features they have in this movie. It's so dark that it's hard to tell who anybody is. But our characters for this movie are the guy who looks like Liam Neeson, the guy who has long hair, the guy with glasses, the asshole, the black guy, the other guy, and Frank Grillo. So those are our characters for the rest of this review. Well, the movie starts off with Liam Neeson about to kill himself. And he doesn't. We're never told why, but he decides not to. And he gets on a plane and the plane crashes. 40 minutes later, they've gathered together their gear out of the crashed plane and they're ready to leave in the morning. But at night, guy with long hair gets killed. He's not eaten, he's killed. The wolves are killing them for no reason. So they start off on their trek into the woods in safety. Well, asshole falls behind and is also killed. So then we get a little bit of story going while they camp out the first night. Guy who looks like Liam Neeson teaches them how to build spears with shotgun shells, and then it's never mentioned again. Never! They build these freaking thunder sticks that can shoot wolves, and they don't even bring them with them. Never mentioned again. And then everyone talks about what they missed from back home. Guy with glasses says he misses his daughter. Black guy starts to get delusional and misses his dead sister. And Frank Grillo says that he wants to have sex again because the last chick he banged was a 250-pound Eskimo chick that gave him crabs. Well, they end up eating a wolf that night that attacked Frank Grillo from behind. And he killed it, but the food doesn't help poor black guy, and he dies from hypoxia. So they wander off towards the woods and end up at a cliff face. And their solution is to tie whatever they can together, tie that to other guy, and have him leap off the cliff into a bank of trees, and tie them off to the tree for them to climb across. Well, this worked for everybody except for a guy with glasses. Halfway across, his glasses fall off. And I had to hope for him to die, because if he lived and didn't have his glasses, I don't know what I would have called him. But luckily, he dies and is immediately eaten by wolves. At this point, they begin to realize that we're not walking away from the wolves. We're walking towards the wolves. Oops. Good job, guy who looks like Liam Neeson. You're leading them right to the wolf den. So, an hour and 32 minutes into the movie, Frank Grillo gives up and sits on a log to die. And they decide they better exchange names and tell each other who they are. Yeah, I told you names don't matter. They didn't even know their names till now. But Frank Grillo gives other guy his wallet, and we're suddenly reminded why other guy's still alive. He's the guy carrying the wallets of all the deceased so they can give them back to their families. Well, only other guy and guy who looks like Liam Neeson are alive. And the wolves attack, and other guy falls in the river and drowns. Guy who looks like Liam Neeson tries his best to save him, was unsuccessful, and is only able to save the bag of wallets, which he lines up and has a final face-off with the alpha wolf. Overall movie review. It's not a bad movie. I mean, I liked it, but there's so much to be improved on. They didn't tell much of a story like they're supposed to. It's just random characters with little or no backstory running from wolves. In the final scene, they try to give them a backstory by showing the pictures in their wallet and who they loved, or if they were alone and didn't have anybody to love. But with 2 minutes left, it's too late to have an attachment to anybody. Overall, I mean, I want to watch it again. I recommend watching Frozen instead. It's a similar movie with people trapped running from wolves. And it's not a good movie either, but it's easier to watch. Characters have a backstory, and there's at least stuff going on. So that's what I'm going to say about that. Once more into the fray, to the last good fight I'll ever know. Live and die on this day. Live and die on this day.